Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard. My name is New Haven Rail Guy, and we are going to be doing a Union Pacific coal train here in Soldier Summit. And we've got our orders to go. Alright, and here we have our train. We have SD70Ms with the flared radiators on the back. Very nice, very nice. First, let's turn on our headlights. And then if we go to the rear, we have, I believe this is an ES44. It's definitely a, okay, so it's a C45A CCTE. The way that GE numbers their locomotives is kind of strange to me. But this is going to be, I believe, an ore train. So, without further me lollygagging, let's get into the cab and get going. So we got a green signal. Put the reverser forward. Hit the bell. Hit the horn. And we'll release the train brake. Notch up. Turn off the bell. And we're rolling. Now for the majority of this video, I'm going to stick with the in-cab view just to make things a little bit simpler. And a little bit more realistic. But I will stick my head out the window to check the train every now and again. My thing is I want to get out on the main line because there will be a train inbound. I did this scenario about a day or two ago. It's a long one. It's about 65 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the video at different points till we get closer and closer. And in between I'll show different points of interest. So hopefully it'll all turn out good. And it's not too boring. Hopefully you're having a good day when you're watching this today or night. And see, here comes that inbound. Shouldn't have to worry about it. Got our speed limit at 20. He's got a regular manifest. He's heading uphill. We're heading slightly uphill and then downhill for the rest of the trip. But I hope you guys have been enjoying these videos. I've been enjoying making them the best that I can. They're a lot of fun to do. Very relaxing. Try to do some of the more straightforward scenarios and point out things as I see them. This scenario has a lot of traffic, so you guys should see a lot of trains. I'll be sure to put in points where there are going to be more trains. Try to catch them when I can. Alright. We're moving at a good pace here. Everything looks good down here. I'm operating all this using the keyboard, so I'm not going to manually switch any of these. Good stuff, good stuff. See where our train's at. Not bad. coming up to a 20 mile or a 60 mile an hour speed limit. We're at 20 currently, but we'll be hitting the 60. And I think right here is where I'm going to make the first cut, so I'll see you guys in the next scene. Alright folks, we're back briefly. As you saw there, I just notched it up to about 100%. The speed limit's 60 here. I'm going to be coming up to another crossing soon. And this is the uphill portion of the line. This doesn't last very long. Eventually we'll get to a portion of track where it goes quite a bit longer. A little bit of stuttering there, I apologize. Gotta love this game's old engine that struggles to pop things in. But, hey, at least I can record this, unlike Trains a New Era. But yeah, like I was saying, the majority of this is going to be downhill, so we're barely going to be using any throttle at all. This is just the one section where we're going to be using quite a lot of throttle. The rest of it is going to be a pretty downhill journey. Like you can see, it's 1% uphill. But then it'll start going sharply downhill. Train's in good shape. We're not in any danger of speeding. In fact, we're barely climbing within the throttle here. That just goes to show you the weight and how long our train is. You can actually see the rear helper, which I showed off in the last scene. I did a pass by. Did anybody count the cars? I didn't. Oh, the background scenery's struggling to pop in. And for some reason, the second and third units are actually manned. In real life, they'd be DPU'd, so that's a little weird. But back into the cab we go. Alright. I think I'll cut here again and see you guys in the next segment. Alright, so I came into this section a little bit hot here, switching tracks. The brakes are freaking out because I got on them a little hard. As you can see. I should have slowed down a lot earlier, but I honestly forgot about the speed change, so. Alright. Alright, so turning off the sand was kind of a bad idea. Still need that traction. You can see right up over here, there are two GE helpers sitting waiting for something. So now we just have to kind of creep along through here, which I'm not a huge fan of, but yeah, what are you going to do? Let's look out. For some reason the nose isn't popping in, but there are those helper units. Pretty neat. Looks like the brakes are still having some trouble. But we have to creep through this 15-mile-an-hour zone. Then once we clear it, we can get back up to speed, although we won't really need to for much longer, because like I said before, majority of this goes downhill. Alright, well, I will see you guys in the next part. Alrighty folks, and now we are starting on the downhill section. And this is how it's going to be for most of the line going forward, as the trees pop in the background. Gotta love it. Still haven't seen any other AI trains yet, but this is where it starts to get to be a really steep downgrade. So what I'm going to do is get off the throttle and just let the train sort of roll. And it should naturally pick up speed with the grade once it gets to a certain point. At this point, we're just along for the ride. I'm going to give it a little more throttle. It's not quite there yet. But once you see that speed start to drastically increase, then you'll know that we're down a sharp grade. And also, I forgot to mention that we're at a speed limit of 30. Eventually, what it'll do is it'll drop down to 25, and it should be 25 to our destination. Maybe slightly slower in some sections, but if I'm remembering correctly, it should be down to 25 all the way down. Alright, well, I'm going to do another cut here. And this should be the last commentary cut, and then the last commentary that I will do will be when we're towards the end of the route, which will be quite a while because it's 65 real-world minutes, so I'll try to trim the fat so you guys don't have to sit through too much and just record points of interest without commentary, as I've been doing, so I'll see you guys in the next commentary part. Enjoy the rest of the video. Alright folks, well, we are getting towards the end of our journey, and we got a message from dispatch telling us that we're going to need to stop at the Rio signal, which we already knew, but there's a lot of traffic, which I'm sure you saw in the clips in between, so we'll be stopping very shortly here. I'm going to have to start to slow the train down. Not just yet, almost. But as you can see now, we're in what appears to be a canyon. It's supposed to be somewhere in Utah. Couldn't tell you where. Soldier Summit, so wherever's around there. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this little journey. I certainly have. I think I've actually made better time than I did on my first run. Which is really good. I don't know how long this video is going to turn out to be. Hopefully not too terribly long. Alright, so apparently I tripped the PCS. That's not great. Don't know how I did that. Alright, where's the reset? Somehow the train ended up into emergency. I don't know why. That was very weird. We weren't going over the speed limit or anything. Is something wrong with the train? I don't think so. Of course, there's no defect detectors in this game, so... But yeah, she's definitely an emergency. Like, that's for sure. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. What happened here? That is not good. Did we break a knuckle? How in the heck did this happen? That's... Oh man, that's not cool. Yeah, we're definitely going to stay in emergency because I want to figure out what happened. And needless to say, I'm not going to end the video at the point it needed to be ended at. Oh my gosh. This is the rest of our train down here. How in the heck? The only way this seems possible is if we broke a knuckle somewhere. But I don't think we did. I think the train just came undone. I mean, it looks like it's intact. Huh. Well, That's not good. Alright, folks, well, I wasn't expecting to end the episode like that, but I guess that's how we're going to end it, with a, I'm going to chalk this up to a broken knuckle. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys further down the line. This has been New Haven Rail Guy, signing out. God bless, have a good one. Peace.